Hello, Marcus Guiliano here, international business author, speaker, Forbes Business Council contributor, and fellow restaurateur, answering some questions online. Got a question online here. Here it is. What's your tips on selling your restaurant? This is a fantastic question. What are the tips on selling a restaurant? So here's what I always preach. I learned this years ago. Selling your restaurant, a lot of restaurants or businesses go to sell, and they go to people, oh, we do $500,000 in revenue, or we do $1.5 million, or we do $3 million in revenue. And as a buyer who is educated, an educated buyer, they're gonna say, well, show me the numbers. And sometimes restaurants especially say, well, it's not all in the books. Or they say, well, yeah, I do a lot of cash sales, so it's really not that accurate. My tax returns aren't accurate. Here's the number one factor that I would look at. If I were to buy a restaurant, it's a database. What's that restaurant's database? So for example, my database is 15,000 people that have come into my restaurant, that have actually purchased from me, that have come in repeat times. These are the people who I engage with who are gonna come back and spend more money. Now here's the catch on this. Me as a restaurateur, if I'm gonna open another restaurant, if I plan to open another restaurant in 2 years, 2 months, 5 years, that database is super important to me. And maybe I wanna keep that database for myself. But if I really wanna sell my restaurant, I'm gonna say to the new owner, here's a database of 10,000 people that I have that have engaged and actually spent money with me. That right there is gold to a new restaurateur, okay? Because if that new restaurateur, the new owner can get you to send an email out and saying, hey, we just sold, here's the new owner, introducing the new owner, and this, and this, come support them, I'll still be around, whatever lingo. A very smart buyer will do that. They'll look for a database and have you do the introduction and have a seamless introduction so there's no beat, you're not missing a beat. So for me, if I were to sell my restaurant, I would totally exploit my database. Say, hey, this is my database. 15,000 people, this is what I'm doing. Or if I think that I can take that 15,000 people with me to my next location, my venture, I'm totally gonna do that. So that's the number one thing that I look at when I'm gonna sell my restaurant, when I'm gonna, my exit plan. I have no plans on exiting my restaurant right now, but that's the number one. I would say other things that are gonna help you exit your restaurant quicker. Strong social media following, big Instagram following, Facebook, engagement, great ratings on Yelp and TripAdvisor. These are all things in the digital age that make a big difference. And there are tips and tricks that restaurateurs use and business owners use to get more Yelp and TripAdvisor reviews. So for example, there's 19 restaurants in my small town, 19. I have more TripAdvisor ratings on my account than all the other restaurants combined. That's because I actually go out and actually bring in those ratings, I reel them in. When people come to me and they have a great experience through my database, I send them an email survey, and when a great survey comes back, like, oh, we had a great time, this, that, hey, would you mind popping those exact words onto TripAdvisor or Yelp? So when you look at my TripAdvisor or my Yelp, I literally have more on my Yelp or my TripAdvisor than all the other 19 restaurants combined, which is amazingly powerful, super powerful, because I have that online presence. Keep your Facebook page up, keep your Instagram page up, keep engaging, keep building that list, build, because really that's part of the database too. So, but any qualified new restaurateur is gonna have their own marketing plan and their own smarts as well, how to do that, or hire somebody who knows how to market, do chat bots, messenger chat bots, and all that kind of stuff. But hey, your database is your number one asset, whether you're gonna take it for yourself or whether you're gonna sell it as part of the package. And of course, your online presence is part of that database too. So hope that helps you be able to market your restaurant and get what it's worth.